When you hear the phrase, strengthening your leadership voice, what does that mean to you? Perhaps these are some of the things you think about: adopting a strategic process and framework for leading change, applying a strategic approach to communication and planning, defining your core values, creating the vision, and building self-awareness, practicing good communication skills like being empathetic, listening to others, maintaining a growth mindset, and skillfully handling challenging situations. But how are you going to deliver your thoughts on leadership? One of the greatest areas communicators miss out on developing is our body. We are often thinking so much about the content that we miss the opportunity to embody our content. Today, I'm going to be talking about strengthening your leadership voice, your actual voice. And your voice is part of your body. Most of you are using your voice to lead and share what God asked you to share. However, have you really thought about how you can use your voice to deliver the actual content? I would like to share 3 very practical ways for you to literally strengthen your leadership voice, your voice. I'm going to teach you a warm-up for your voice and your body. Embody this warm-up before every presentation. So step 1, you are a leadership athlete, so warm up like one. There is not one marathon runner that runs a marathon without training for months. A ballerina doesn't go out and dance the Nutcracker without doing bar work for 30 minutes to an hour prior to going on stage. And a pianist playing an aria at Carnegie Hall does scales for a long period of time to warm up prior to his big performance. So, we are going to now together embody a physical and vocal warm-up. It's a little high school musical. So here we go. Indulge me if you will. Put your hands like this, and I want you to really focus on your face. Open your eyes really wide. And squish it. Squish your hands and your nose and your mouth and squish it tiny. And open. Wah! And squish. One more time. Wah! And squish. Good. Shake it out. Now, chew and hum. Take your tongue inside of your mouth, behind closed lips, and just move it around to stretch out your face a little bit. Hum as you go. Blow through your lips. Now touch sound as you blow through your lips. And play with your range. High range, low range. And shake it out. Take the heels of your hands, bring them up to your jaw hinge, and just rub your hinge to release your jaw, the jaw hinge to release your jaw. Great. Stick out your tongue. I know, it's something your mom never told you to do, but here I am telling you to stick out your tongue. Down, up, to the right, to the left, figure 8 sideways like infinity. Tip of the tongue behind the lower teeth and stretch it out. And shake out your face one more time. Now, I like to just take the flats of my hand and bring the blood to the surface of my skin. So we're just going to pound our chest and go ahead and do that. So you're starting to warm up your voice even more. And you're going to go all the way down the front of your body, down your legs, and back up your backside, your arms, and your face. Tap your head, and shake it out. And then I like to end with some of my favorite tongue twisters. So let's do Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Repeat after me. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, I'll do it with you. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? And you want to do some tongue twisters to make sure that your lips, teeth, tip of the tongue, soft palate, and hard palate are moving and working well for you. Another one is toy boat, and just repeat that and play with your range. Toy boat, 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 toy boat. Then we're going to move into the physical aspect of the warm-up. I really have a lot of tension that I carry in my jaw and in my shoulders, so I always like to warm up my neck and my arms. So just drop your chin to your chest and lift it up. Think of lifting your head up and back. Release your jaw and up. Look to the right and look to the left and forward. Go ahead and drop your right ear to your right shoulder and up and the other way and up. And circle your shoulders back and circle your shoulders forward. Bring your right arm across your body and pull. And then go ahead and take that hand and put it at the top of your spine. And with your other hand, go ahead and pull down. And as you pull down, pull over so that you're stretching out that side of your body. And come up, go the other way. Pull your left arm. This is kind of fun, right? Feels good. We're stretching out areas that maybe don't get the attention we can give them every day. And each of you are going to have different areas where you carry tension or you need to stretch them out and warm them up just a little bit more. I do a lot of warm-ups for my legs on the floor, but you can do a simple runner's lunge where you're really hitting that hip flexor. So go ahead and lunge forward on your left foot, keeping both toes forward. Your left knee is bent and you're leaning into that knee, and your right heel, as much as it can be, let it be flat on the floor. But listen to your body. If it can't go flat on the floor, that's fine. And then just switch legs. You're going to lunge forward with your right leg, keep both toes forward. That knee is straight in the back leg, the front right leg is bent, and that heel of your left foot is on the floor, if you can. Great. And then I just like to shake everything out. Shake out your hands, shake out your arms, shake out your legs, shake out your body. So, you are a communication athlete. You should warm up vocally and physically prior to every time that you communicate. The next thing I wanted to share with you today is you can't speak if you don't breathe. Breathing is the only thing that we can control with our mind. The Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of the Almighty gives me life. That's from Job 33:4. I'm going to teach you the three-dimensional breath. So I'd love for you to stand with your feet directly underneath you. Go ahead and put your hands where one hand has the fingertips pointing toward the ceiling, and the other hand has your fingertips pointing to the ground. And as you inhale, I want you to think of lengthening your spine up to the ceiling and down to the floor at the same time as you inhale. And then as you exhale, everything comes back to center. Let's do that a few times. And do it at your own pace, paying attention to the bottom of the exhale and the top of the inhale. You're going to feel an impulse to inhale or exhale as we go. So go ahead and inhale, lengthen the spine top to bottom. This vertical breath, it's you and your connection to God. You and your connection to the Spirit, connecting and allowing the Spirit to move through you as you communicate. Next is the horizontal breath, and that's the side-to-side breath. So as you inhale, I want you to think of expanding your side body and filling up the side body with oxygen. Okay? So inhale. Exhale. Again, pay attention to that impulse to inhale and exhale. This horizontal breath, this side-to-side breath, this is you and your small group. This is you and your community, your tight group of people that you do life with. It could also extend to your neighborhood, your church, that sort of thing. The final part of the three-dimensional breath is a sagittal breath, and that's the front to back breath. So as you inhale, that hand on your abdomen will be moving toward the wall in front of you, and the one on your lower back, I'm going to turn around and show you here, is moving toward the wall behind you. So this is the front to back breath. This is you going out into the world and making a difference. So you've got that vertical breath, you and God. You've got that horizontal breath, you and your community. You've got your sagittal breath, you and the world. Now I'm going to ask you to put all of those together. That is internal three-dimensional breath that we bring into external space with our voice, with the contents and the words that God has given us to say. All right? So I'm going to invite you to soften your focus or close your eyes. Allow your arms to hang at your sides. Your chin should be parallel to the floor. And I want you to inhale, and I want you to think top to bottom, side to side, and front to back. Inhale. Imagine someone's blowing you up like a balloon as you inhale. And as you exhale, someone is letting go of the mouth of the balloon. A couple more. The breath of the Almighty gives us life. The very first thing that we do when we enter the world is we take a breath. And the very last thing that we do when we exit this world is we exhale our breath. The breath is so important for you as speakers. If you're breathing and your energy and anxiety and nerves get you so that you're just breathing into your chest, it's going to be very difficult for you to maintain and communicate and articulate the words that you need to articulate and communicate. The other thing with this whole idea of breath, make sure that you are hitting your final consonants, speaking to the ends of your sentences, and using that three-dimensional breath as support. If you do this with vocal melody, you're going to give your content vocal variety, interest, and it will be pleasant to listen to. So that would be the idea of breath, making sure that you're breathing. Because if you don't breathe, you can't talk. The last thing I wanted to share with you is that the Holy Spirit will move in your preparation. Not just in that silent intellectual practice of creating the content. The Holy Spirit will be with you. I think so often we think, well, if I plan everything out, I'm going to be so in my head and thinking about it, and the Holy Spirit isn't going to have the opportunity to move in that space. And I'm here to tell you that if you practice your content on your feet and you rehearse before you give your messages, your sermons, leading your content, this rehearsal will allow you to get out of your head and into your body, and it will really, truly allow the Holy Spirit to move. So those are my 3 offerings that I have for you today. I hope that you will begin to warm up physically, vocally, connect to your breath, and practice your content on your feet prior to delivering it to your communities. Thank you, and God bless. Continue to strengthen your leadership voice. Have a great day.